It has been quite a while since I've done my last BlacKKKaren video. I can't even remember the last one that I did or who it was on, but I had to come on here and do or refresh up on this one because this one right here pissed me all the way off. So this isn't a BlacKKKaren that many people would know, and I wouldn't blame him if you didn't know who this person was who I'm about to address in this commentary. But this person's name, they go by the name of Lady Lila Brown. And they made a comment on a post about this black man who goes by the name of Gumbo Poppy on Twitter. And this is a picture of this man and his daughter that I believe he had posted up on his page a while ago. I think he's had it on his page, but he posted it up, and this chick, this divester, and she's definitely a divester, posted this comment where she said he looks like a child molester, protect our girls. Now, this is a picture of this man with his daughter. Just an innocent looking picture, a very nice looking image of him and his daughter. And the picture had already, I guess you can say, gained some traction because a lot of people liked what you saw in the picture, especially since there's this stigma that black men don't take care of their kids, even though stats say and prove otherwise. But I went to his page and he said that this chick got his mentions in shambles not because of them agreeing with what she said, because nobody's agreeing with anything that she says. But back to the comment that she left is what brought all this unwanted attention to his page on a picture that is completely innocent. But let's take a note of the fact that this chick said that this guy looks like a child molester. A black man with his daughter, and those were the immediate words that left her mouth, that left her mind to get into her Twitter fingers and post up on Twitter. And people are wrecking her right now online. I would wreck her too. However, this happened. She blocked me. Now, here's the crazy part. I've never had any type of conversations with this chick before. I don't know her from a can of paint. And she blocked me. And the thing is, the way that I knew she blocked me is because how Twitter works is if you're going to look at the replies of somebody and it says your tweet, something about it's like a box will come up and it says something that you can't view this tweets because this person has limited the users of people who could see it, usually means the person has blocked you. And granted enough, that's exactly what she did. I've never had any type of interactions with her. I've never talked to her or about her until now. And people are flaming her. And that's probably why she's going on a blocking spree, because she may have come across my page a couple of times. And she probably knew that I got wind of the post that I just showed you. And people are flooding her right now. As a matter of fact, this same divester actually was in agreement with that article that was written by that so-called law professor who said that black women should consider marrying out, or that thing he wrote up with Ketanji Brown Jackson and her husband on the cover, which doesn't surprise me. Now, it's amazing. She's falling head over heels for these interracial relationships, but she had the nerve to come out of the side of her neck and post up this tweet talking about he looks like a child molester. Didn't even know who this guy was. All she saw was a picture of a black man with a little black girl taking an innocent picture. And the first thing that came to her mind was that girl is in danger. Because in the tweet, she says, protect our girls. No, people need to be protected from you. Because what if somebody who was like, say, the authorities actually believed what she said? They could have tracked him down, went to his house, and hell would have been caused because of you. That is exactly why she and many others who I talk about in this series get that title of BlacKKKaren, because that is a very Karen thing to do. She is no different than the white Karens before and most likely will come after her, or the BlacKKKarens that have come before her and will definitely come after her. She has that Carolyn Bryant energy. And to think, I toyed around with the thought of at one time calling it the BlacKKKaren Bryant series, but I said that would have been too long, so that's why I just hyphened it or shortened it to BlacKKKaren. And I put 3 Ks in there for a reason, because this heifer right here is no different than a clan member herself. And what's interesting is people found pictures of her and they started putting her on blast. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this woman looks like she is one heroin injection away from an overdose. She's nothing to scoff at. And got the nerve to sit up there and try to put that on this black man taking this very innocent and nice looking picture with his daughter. Thankfully, nobody online fell for her rhetoric, because everyone I saw so far who tried to, I guess, reply to her, she went and blocked them. She went on a whole blocking spree. Well, I'm glad she blocked me. That's why I put in the tweet, "It's an honor, you goof troop." I was about to say something else, but I kept it tame. I'm sure y'all can pretty much figure out what I was alluding to, but let's just say it was in a species of that of a female dog. Keep telling y'all, these BlacKKKarens are wicked out here. I compared it to a witch for a reason. Said that she flew down on her broomstick and started casting her spells. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. Well, it seems to me that Miss Lila Brown's issues on social media might be taken off of social media, because apparently there are more and more people that are coming for her. When I tell you, this is probably one of the most epic, quote unquote, draggings of a BlacKKKaren that you will probably ever come across. I mean, just that. And shout out to Little Miss Firecracker, because she sent this to me. And it says, at Taurean Rain, more receipts. This heifer effed up so bad that even other journalists are calling her out and saying she needs to be sued. She even slandered a black woman as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this and see what else was going on. So this is coming from a woman named Tammy Estwick. She says, "Child, I love a good lawsuit." In a since deleted tweet that I see at Lady Lila Brown with entertainment startup at EB Media Group, which is her, I think she's attached to that, just asked to be sued. Y'all got to be careful with those Twitter fingers. At Lou Kane Maine and at Mrs. C. Billu. By the way, I'm that auntie baby. So let's check on what she wrote right here. So this person, that's Mrs. C. Billu, she says, "Sending my baby school fundraiser to all my childless friends. The rich aunts and godmother come through." Then she wrote, "We are child free. The single baby mama syndrome actually expects other women to take care of their fatherless children. They tend to overuse the quote that it takes a village, blah, blah, blah. Where's the father?" Like, this woman just continuously digs a hole for herself. Now, here's a response from that same woman, that Mrs. C. Billu person. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Is that she was so quick to assume that I was a struggling single black mother that she failed to realize that I was the wife of the man she assumes is molesting his own daughter. And yes, for the rich aunts. So that original post in which she claimed that that man taking a picture with his daughter, assuming he was a child molester, this is his wife right here. So she did a 2-for-1. She came for the father and husband, the husband to her and the father of their child, and she came for the wife of him and the mother of the daughter, and didn't even know that both of them were linked through marriage. I think she has a pretty hefty lawsuit on her hands. Well, definitely the father, because she put out that inflammatory tweets assuming he was a child molester. But yeah, her mentions would be in shambles if she didn't go on a blocking spree, and people have been going in on her for the last couple of days, and rightfully so. Let's just put it this way: if she was a mainstream individual, more and more people will be talking about her and not Will Smith. I'm just being completely honest, and I'm so glad people are checking her, like especially other black women, because a lot of the times there's too many black women get away with behavior like that. And she shouldn't be allowed to. But yeah, people are going in on her, and rightfully so. I'm going to read some of these responses. This says, "Bro, I genuinely can't believe she even tweeted those words and then defended her point." And this says, "Her place of employment has locked their account as well, which is bad for her company or the company that she works with. Like, she would have been out on her ass if she was working for me." as they should. It's disgusting the way she said that and then defended her whole point like she was right, and that's like that was even appropriate to say. This is arrived midpoint. Her takes are horrifying, all of them. Pretty mouthy for someone with such a small following. And this is what a twist. I thought you were just defending them. You go, ma. And then she says, some people are always looking for the wrong type of attention. Keep transmitting those good vibes. Goes on. The more responsive says she'll never understand because she'll never be a wife. Never, at least not by a black man. And it says, I'm so sorry she said evil things to you. You have a beautiful family. This one says, damn, it's so ugly. I'm sorry y'all had to deal with this weirdo. This is OMG. She's horrible. I'm so sorry for your family was subjected to her. They said, this one says, not sure you can sue because she said that he looks like a child molester, not that he is. If she had posted the latter, then that would be liable and she would be liable. I'm not sure. She put that out there. And the thing is, people will interpret the latter that he is. Because like I said in the earlier part, before I'm adding this new part in, they can come banging down his door and say that we saw this post and it was floating around on social media that so-and-so. And he's a black man. Come on now. It doesn't take much for them. This person said a defamation suit can still go through due to her trying to ruin his character. Plus, her justifying her words makes it worse. All I'm going to say is this. Hopefully, they can get a lawsuit going. And this would be historical. One of the first divestors to be taken to court because she talked out of the side of her neck and sued the brakes off her. I bet that'll make them be quiet after that. But then again, I don't think it'll take much for them to not be quiet. Now, let me show you something. This is Lila Brown. A couple days ago, this lock on her account was not there, which means she's completely locked her account. No one can follow her. No one can tweet her or see any of her tweets, none of that. But she, like I said in my previous post, or the earlier part of this video, is she blocked me. And I've never had any interactions with this chick. I didn't know who she was up until a day or two ago. And she literally managed to piss off a lot of people. And I do mean a lot of people by putting something out so inflammatory. So hopefully they drown her, dragging her. I want them to drown her in court. Take her to court and take her for everything, even down to the lint and dust in her pockets, the gum underneath her shoes, the glue underneath her lace front wig, all of it. And don't leave any stone unturned.